Don't go away. This week's episode of Doggy Dilemmas is all about Rally.
Denise Mazzola is a certified professional dog trainer with over 20 years experience training dogs and people. If you've got a doggy dilemma, Denise can help.
Welcome to another episode of Doggy Dilemmas. I'm Denise Mazzola. Today it's all about rally obedience, also called Rally-O. What I really want you to remember about rally obedience is it's a lot of fun and any dog can do it. If you've got a purebred, if you have a mixed breed dog, any dog can do it. Now there's two venues for rally obedience. There's the AKC, which is the American Kennel Club, and they're pretty much purebreds only. But the other venue is APDT, the Association of Pet Dog Trainers. They started rally obedience and they specifically made it for every dog. So what it is, it's a combination of obedience with agility. If you're familiar with agility, that's an obstacle course for dogs that has jumps and tunnels and things like that. Rally has more obedience, but it also has jumps. And what you do is you follow a course of signs. They're numbered. Each sign tells you what you need to do, and you need to be able to tell your dog what to do. So let me show you an example of a couple of signs. Here's a very basic beginner level 1 sign. And what you do is when you come up to this sign, you stop or halt and sit. And the arrow indicates that you continue forward, so you would continue forward, let's say, to number 2. Now a little more complicated sign is this one. It says halt, right turn, 1 step, halt. So if I were doing this and I were walking up to this sign, I would walk up and halt. My dog automatically sits. I would do a right turn, 1 step, and the dog would have to continue to sit with me as well. They get more and more complicated. It is a lot of fun. You can use food to motivate your dogs, toys to motivate your dogs. There's classes locally in the area that you can take to get you and yourself trained. And so let's get started and show you some rally obedience. Okay, so let me introduce you to Kim Welch and her dog Gus. Kim is the owner of Kim's Canine Kompanion. She offers dog walking and private coaching, and she's an instructor at the Monadnock Humane Society. So welcome, Kim and Gus.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about Gus, his titles, his age.
Gus is 6 years old. So far he's earned his RL1 title. That's the Rally Level 1 title, and he's earned 2 legs toward his RL2 title as well.
Okay, so explain to us, what do you have to do to accomplish a Rally Level 1 title?
To get a Rally Level 1 title, you have to have 3 qualifying runs, which means you have to have at least 170 points or more under 2 separate judges.
Okay, great. So what's the maximum number of points that you can score?
200, and then there's 10 points for the bonus exercise.
Wow, so you get a total of 210.
Yes.
But 200 if you don't do the bonus. Mm-hmm. Nice. So Gus has 1 title, and he has 2, you use the term 2 legs. So what does that mean? Right.
That means that he's got 2 qualifying runs towards his level 2 title thus far. He just needs 1 more.
Great. And can you, do you know some of the differences between level 1, level 2, and there's level 3, correct?
Yes.
And then there's a veterans, which is for dogs, I believe, that are 7 years or older. So kind of for the older guys, they can compete in a separate category. The jumps are lower, I think. Okay.
Yep.
So
there's a puppy level also.
Oh, that's right. So puppy is up until 12 months of age, 6 months to 12 months of age. So you got to do a lot of training from the minute your puppy walks in the door to get that puppy title. And we do have a puppy here today that I've been working with since she was 8 weeks, so we may be working with her towards that, so that'll be fun to see as well. Okay, so let me have you do this course.
Okay.
And I'm going to narrate for everybody what you're doing, and you're going to do Gus off leash.
I am going to do Gus off leash.
But level 1 is all on leash with your dogs. Level 2 and level 3 is off leash with your dogs.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And jumps are introduced into level 2.
Right.
Okay, great. So go ahead. Let's get started.
Come on, Gus. You want to play?
So Kim's going to show us what this course looks like. It's a combination of level 1 and level 2 to get everybody an idea of what sort of skills you need. And the first one is going to be just a straight serpentine. So as she enters the cones, all the signs stay to her left. and the dog is to stay with her as she weaves between the cones. Some dogs are very interested in the cones, so that becomes a distraction. She changes direction, he goes with her. This is a 360 to the right, so she pivots to the right, the dog goes along with her. Here she's going to call him to what's called the front position, and he sits in front of her, and then she sets him back up into heel position on her left. And on the rally course, you'll notice that Kim is treating him, and she can do that in a trial. There are certain rules that apply to when and how you deliver the treats, but that's really nice with rally obedience. And other obedience venues, you cannot do that. Here he has to sit, and then she does a pivot, which she stays in place, and he has to get up and move around her. That's a difficult move. Here he sits and heel, then he stands, and then he keeps going. This is a sit-down walk-around. So he sits, then he lies down, and then Kim walks around him, and he does not get up. He's supposed to next walk past this jump. The jump is going to happen at the other direction. Very nice, very nice. This is called a Schutzen turn. They turn in different directions. Good. Now, a lot of dogs want to stay with you when you do that jump. Good. Kim, can you do that jump part again? So I'm going to have Kim show us the jump part again. She has to run past the jump, and Gus needs to stay on her left side, which is heel position, and go over the jump. To get full points, you need to be 4 feet away from the jump, and Kim's being conservative today, which you can also do in a trial, just to have the dog be successful. Very nice, very nice. And again, Kim's done everything off leash, which you do in level 2. Level 1 is all on leash. Great.
Good. Heel. Here we go with me. Good boy. Good. Come on, hurry. Good. Oh, nice. Good job. Here we go. Around. Right here. Right here. Good. All the way around. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Heel. All right. Look. Look. This way. Good. Get back. Good boy. Stop. Get back. Lovely. Yes. Stop. Stand. Good. Here we go. Right here. Sit. Stop. Sit. Yes, down. That was handler error. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Okay, heel. Stay with me. Stay with me. Good job. Good job. Here we go. Around. Woodrow, go jump. Yes. Good boy. Good. Okay.
This is Harry. He's a 1-year-old chocolate lab. Harry's family originally called me when he was about 7 months of age because he was a little out of control. He still is very much an adolescent chocolate lab, and if he's not crated or gated properly, he will have a very good time in their house. But Harry and I have been working towards rally obedience. Harry is not as refined as what you saw with Woodrow and Gus, so I'm going to show you some of the skills that we're working on, where he's at, and how you can progress at home with them. I think it'll be kind of fun. Now the floor here is a little slippery, so Harry is having trouble sitting, but if he can still learn to control that hind end. So just so you know, if he starts sliding around, that's what's happening. Harry, hi. Okay, so one of the first things Harry has to learn is where heel position is, and that's by my left side. And there's a left finish, and I'm going to do this with a food lure. So what you do, Harry, good boy, is he comes back, he turns to me, and then he ends up sitting right next to me. And I do use a clicker with Harry. Harry, sit. Now, when it's in its final form, Harry, I'm going to just practice from the front position. Harry, heel. You stand still, and he walks around you. Come here. Sit. Good boy. Now, if I had a little piece of carpet, that would help, but I don't. So he has to move around me. That's called the finish to the left, because he is on my left side. Now, there's another one, and I'm just going to turn in front of Harry. Wait. where he has to finish around the back of me. And the way I teach this is actually, I teach it without a leash, but I'm just going to leave it on him. And I use 2 treats, 1 in each hand, and I lure him. So I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to say, Harry, around. He comes back. He gets the treat, and then he comes up this side. Harry, sit, sit. Good boy. Now, Harry doesn't need all that luring. That's how I started with him. Harry, around. Harry, Harry. Very distracting. Around. Good boy, sit. Yes, good boy, but he's a little far back. Sit. So whenever you are practicing with your dog, and particularly if rally obedience or any kind of obedience is your goal, never reinforce a behavior that you don't want. Okay, so I'll show that to you again. Harry, around. Harry, around. Harry, sit. So that's a very nice position, and I will click and treat that one. Good boy. Okay. So those are the finish to the left, finish to the right. Now the other thing is Harry has to have this position in front of me, and it's called a front. So he, again, can start and heel. You can start this with a lure. I'm just going to take a few steps forward, and then I'm going to back up. Harry, touch. Good boy. Harry, front. Yay, good boy. And as soon as his butt hits the floor, I'm going to click and treat that. So let me show you the finishes. Now that Harry has an idea of how to do the left finish and the right finish, Harry, I've been also trying to find a toy that Harry really likes, and he seems to enjoy this tug rope. And tug is a wonderful game. You've seen me do this before. Take it. Harry just didn't take the toy and run away with it, so I'm always going to hold on to it. Get it. Get it. Good boy. Get it. Good boy. Okay. Harry, sit. Good boy. So I'm going to show you how you can do this with some motivation. Harry, around. Harry, around. Here. Yes. So as he makes that corner, you can throw it out to him so the dog will really get in and come around you. Come here. Good boy. It also makes training more fun, although Harry doesn't like to bring it back. Harry, come on. Good boy. Good boy. I know. Just soon parade around with it. Good boy. Good boy. Give. Very nice. Harry, around. So it takes a minute, Harry, for him to understand that when he comes around, right? I just started this with him. Harry, around. Yes, good boy. So what he's learning in this process is that, oh, if I walk around her, then I get the toy. The toy becomes his reinforcement. It doesn't always need to be about the treats. Good boy. Training should be fun. Good boy. Your dog and you should equally enjoy it. And as you can see, Harry would much rather play keep away, which is what he does at home with socks and dish towels and things. Come here. Good boy. I'm going to show you how to get him in a nice front position. Harry. So I'm going to first show you with a click and treat. I am going to start this in the heel position. Harry, around. See how nice and tight that was? Very good. Sit. Okay, Harry, touch. Good boy. Front. Yes. Good boy. Harry, heel. Here. Sit. Harry, sit. Harry, sit. So when you start this, Harry, heel. From the heel, you're going to lure Harry. Lure your dog. Lure your dog when they sit. You can click and treat that. Now, Harry kind of has that, so I'm going to make it a little more fun for him. I'm going to try by jumping back away from him. Harry, heel. I'll take a step to help him. Good boy. Harry, heel. Harry, front. Yes. So it's nice to have those quick turns. Now, the other things that he needs are stands. Harry. So we're going to do the stand. Harry. And he does not have this down perfectly, which will be nice to show you. Sit. So I say the word first. Stand. He's learned to touch. Stay. Stay. Now the first part of the stand stay is you're going to feed him and while you stay in heel position. About every second, you don't want the dog to make a mistake. and you don't want to test him. Go. Good boy. So his release word is go. So once you get that, Harry, heel, sit. Harry, sit, sit. Good boy. Stand, stay. So I don't like that he moved out away from me, but we're going to take that for today. Stay. And now I'm going to start to move. So this, and I can repeat stay. I still need to deliver the treats in pretty good stay. Until I get to his other side, stay. Now the goal is to be able to walk around, stay, but I'm not there yet with Harry. Stay. I'm going to do that sequence again. If you're just starting, so I'm losing him, I'm going to come back. Go. Good boy. It's very difficult to be in a, It's very difficult to be in a training situation where you are correcting your dog. It's much better to work within the dog's ability and reinforce the behaviors that you like as opposed to starting to give corrections. So when I hear myself go, then Harry, then Mr. Mischief. So we'll just swing anything around. Now he's going to swing my recall whistle. So always, always, always work within your dog's ability. And Harry is, as you can see, he is a very playful, rambunctious 1-year-old chocolate lab that has now found the whistle. And he's just happy to swing around anything. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Okay. Now there's one more stand position, and that's from the front. Sit. Good boy. And I've done this through targetings. Stand. Yes. Very nice. So he's got that on a verbal, which I'm very excited about. Good boy. Stay. So we're just going to let him stay for a second. Good boy. Go. Okay. Good boy. That's a good boy. All right, so we're going to do that one more time. Harry? Here. Front. Good boy. Stand. Yes. And now, this is a level 3 advanced, he needs to back up in a stand position. So I'm going to lean into him just a little bit, and as he takes a step, I'm going to click him. And lean into him, 2 steps back. He has to stand, not SIT. And you can see I'm working in very small increments with lots of click and treats. Again, I do not want the correction of having to, yes, good boy. Get him out of his stand. Yes, good boy. Okay, good boy. That's a good boy. So the end result of that is he's in front of you, you ask him to stand, and you walk into him 3 steps, and he walks back 3 steps. Okay, let me show you some pivots because that's important too. And again, it's all based out of the heel position. Harry, heel. Sit. Sit. Nobody likes to sit on this floor. Sit. Yes, very nice position. So I start this with food in my hand. I keep my hand flat. And I'm going to say, get back. And it's also my right shoulder and foot. Oops. Is what I want him to cue off of. Sit. Get back. Yes. So when he moves, sit. Get back. Yes. So I don't even need to finish the turn right now, and he's getting back. Harry. Now we'll add a little piece. Sit. Good boy. I don't need a treat in my hand. I'm going to finish the turn, and I'm going to ask him for the SIT after he jumps out of my way. Harry, get back. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Not going to click and treat it. It's too far away. Good boy. Okay, so we'll try that again. Sit. Harry. Harry, sit. Good boy. Okay, Harry, get back. Yes. And let's finish it. Nice. Sit. Oop. Sit. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now all of these pivots, again, are from heel position. He has to have a 90-degree pivot. Harry, sit. No, we're not going to do that one. Sit. So he has to come with me 90 degrees, sit. 90 degrees, sit. Good boy. 90 degrees, sit. Very nice. Then he has to do a 180. Harry, heel, sit. Good boy. Harry, heel, sit. Yes, good boy. So when I'm turning to the right, he has to speed up to stay with me. Sit. Anticipate what I'm asking. Good. So I'm going to do a 360. Harry, heel. Yes, sit. That gets very dizzy. Now it's more difficult to do the ones to the left. Come here. Harry, heel. So as you're walking, there's the left turn. Yes. Yes. Good boy. You have to get out of your way. Heel. Here. There you are. Good boy. You ready? Here, heel. And an about turn, get back. Get back. So see where he's way too far out in front of me. We're still working on that. Get back. Get back. Yes. So how I would start that is from here, I'd ask him to get back. Yes. And see how he backs up? So I need to break this down, yes, into smaller pieces for him for his success. So as I turn, get back. Yes. So I can't quite complete the turn. Get back. Yes. But he's definitely getting the idea of backing up. Okay, get back. Yes. Good boy. This is Hilda. She's Harry's brother. She's going to be 5 months shortly, and I've been working with her since she was 8 weeks of age. Now, Harry and Hilda's owners kept saying to me, now, when should we start training Hilda? And I said, the day she walks in your door. Like, really? I said, absolutely. You don't want to have your dogs develop any bad habits. So Hilda is still a young puppy. She's still full of mischief. She's still trying to eat through their walls if they don't give her enough toys to play with, or if they don't give her or put her in a crate. She's also become an attention barker. So when she starts barking, you're going to notice I do nothing because I don't want to encourage that. But I do want to show you a little bit of Hilda's healing because she's very nice and very focused. She's still going to go through her developmental stage and all that sort of stuff, but we definitely have a head start. Hilda, pay attention. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Now I've taught the healing through touch, and you will hear me ask her to touch because I haven't added the word heal yet to it. Hilda, touch. Good girl. Touch. Good girl. Touch. Yay! That was very nice. Get back. Get back. Yes, that was pretty good. Good girl. Hilda, sit. Yes. Hilda, touch. Good girl. Get back. Yes. So we'll do, come on. Yes, that's a good girl. Come on. Yes, good girl. Yay, good girl. Very nice. So her basic healing skills are quite lovely. Hilda, front. She's learning that. Stand. Definitely need the food stay. And I'm just doing the stand, stay in this position with her, nothing else. Good girl. She has the around. She sometimes hesitates. Hilda, around. Yay, good girl. Sit. Very nice. We'll do the front. Hilda, front. Yes, good girl. Not quite as jumpy. Not quite as fast, I should say, as Mr. Harry, but we'll get there. Hilda, heel. Yes. Good girl. Now, Hilda's issue is she cuts that turn way too short. So I'm going to show you how I fix that. Sit. Good girl. So I'm going to use the lure. Yes, I see you. You ready? Hilda, touch. Treat her there. See how quickly she turns? Sit. So she doesn't need a lot of that motivation like Harry does. She needs to really get that turn going. Okay, I'm going to show you how to start teaching your dog to jump. And my word for jump is over. Hilda. 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 Good girl. Touch. I'm initially going to walk past it with her. She's going to stay on leash. And I will click as she goes over the jump. Now, there's no bar. I don't want her to literally jump. She's too young. And there's no point for that yet. Over. Good girl. And she's always going to work from my left. over. Good girl. Now, with the leash, and I extend my arm, the signal, as you noticed when Kim ran by about 4 feet out, is over. So with your hand on the leash, it's perfectly okay. Over. Good girl. Over. Good girl. Now, eventually, there's also an exercise, come here, where they have to sit and stay. Hilda. Hilda, good girl. Sit. Sit. Stay. So I practice it in front of the jump, but I'm not going to call her over the jump. Stay. You're going to hear me repeat that. She's very new to stays. A young puppy with a limited attention span like this needs a lot of reinforcement. Good girl. Good girl. So that's about every second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put my hands down at my sides. 1, 2, 3. Good girl. Stay. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to walk around her, which is part, not of the jump, but of the other exercises you saw, and I'm going to feed her while I do that. Stay. I feed her when I get back. Stay. Stay. And I'm going to leave her again. I don't want her. Sit. My mistake. Sit. Good girl. Stay. I don't want her coming out with me. Good girl. All right, so we'll end it with that since I dropped the treat. That was a handler mistake. Good girl. So that's how you begin the stay. There is another exercise where she will stay. Here, Hilda. Sit. Wait. Okay. Hilda. And I'm going to just label it. Jump. Good girl. I meant to say over. Good girl. I'm going to do that again because I said the wrong word. Come here, you. One more time. You ready? You ready? Okay. Over. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Things to remember about rally obedience. The Association of Pet Dog Trainers, also known as the APDT, allows any dog of any breed or mixed breed to enter rally obedience trials. So there's no need for anyone to be sitting at home. Get your dog out. Rally obedience is fun. It's based on obedience. There's signs that you need to read and follow along. And as you saw today, Woodrow, Gus, Hilda, and Harry all had a really good time. We used toys, we used treats for their reinforcement, and they enjoyed what they were doing. Come here, Hilda. Hilda is still a, there you go, distractible puppy. If you'd like to watch any trials, I would suggest you check out the local Monadnock Humane Society's website because they post their trial dates there, and you can come on down and watch and observe. They also have classes, and those are posted on their website as well. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Doggy Dilemmas. I look forward to seeing you next week.
If you have a doggy dilemma, Denise can help. Visit www.denisemazzola.com for more information. Denise Mazzola is a certified professional dog trainer tested through the Association of Pet Dog Trainers. The association requires recertification every 3 years with a minimum of 30 hours of continuing education. She has been training dogs and working with families for over 20 years.
So I'm going to show you some of the skills, where he's at with them, and how to teach them. That's all right. Sorry, anything else that's... How about that for a